Hello, it's Doug here from Niche Site Project, and just wanted to pop in really quick to say that you can sign up for a free mini course that's coming out next week, July 9th. So it's a three-parter, and it sort of helps you set the stage to get started on your site. Or if you already have a site started, it helps you sort of refine your goals, understand why you're doing things, and keep you motivated. And Steven is asking, this is live now. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. This right here, yes, Steven, this is live. The mini course is not live. So, what you need to do if you're interested in this mini course, it's a three-part series. So, if you're already on the Niche Site Project email list, you're good to go. So, if you're already on the email list, you will get the emails. Again, it'll start July 9th, this next Monday, and it's a three-parter. So, if you're interested, and you're not on the email list, you can follow the link in the description. You just click the green button, and then you can enter your name and email. Okay. And I was going to say, I see some people coming in. We got PG, we have Alwayne. How's it going? We have Sean. Sean says the picture's really bad. Other people is this really bad quality? Like what's going on? It's not clear to me if there's a major issue, but it seems okay on my end. I'm not sure. And then we have Steven says you're not sure if it's pre-recorded or not. But what's going on? We have Arthur, we have Manchu. Duke is saying it's pixelated, kind of grainy. It's sucky. All right. Well, I don't know what the deal is. This is just going to be a short one anyway, but I'm probably going to do another short live stream later on today just to point people towards some other stuff that I'm doing here coming up. And it sounds like the quality is poor. No clue why. Maybe I should reboot the router, my machine, go run around the house and give everything a break here. All right. And couple other questions coming through here, so I'll just chat for a moment since we're here. And apparently people are tolerating the poor quality. I'm not even going through Wi-Fi. I'm physically plugged into the router here. It looks like perhaps it's recovering. Mohammed says it streams perfectly, so you can't win. All right, some people are saying it sucks, some people love it. Okay. Himanshu is asking when my podcast is coming out. Very, very soon. So, two things to mention here. So, number one, I'm spreading myself too thin. It's just a thing that we do, right? So, everyone's guilty of this probably. And my wife and I are doing a podcast. We've recorded like 6 episodes. The first 3 are edited and ready to go. And right now we're in the approval process for iTunes. So it'll be very, very soon when that stuff is coming out. By the way, for the people that are joining up right now, if you are this is about the mini course. All right. So if you're on the Niche Site Project email list already, then you're good to go. You will get this 3-part mini series starting on Monday, July 9th, which is next week. If you're not on the email list, you should, and you want to, take part in this free mini course, which I'll tell you about a little bit more in a second, go to nichesiteproject.com. There's a link in the description. Click the green button, enter your name and email. You'll be on my email list. You'll get a lot of templates, a lot of useful stuff, and you will also get those emails starting on July 9th. I'll mention it a couple more times because I want people to hop on and take advantage of this. So it's a 3-parter, comes out via email. All you have to do is, read the emails and take action. It helps you clarify why you want to even start a niche site, which sounds silly, right? But it's really important to have not just, hey, I want to make a lot of money. There's some other reason that will keep you motivated even when it gets hard, because it will get hard. And then we go through a couple other like goal setting exercises. And then eventually the last lesson is helping you pick a niche, looking through Amazon and sort of clarifying things. So So if you want to get that email series, sign up for the email list. If you don't want to get it, that's cool. You don't have to do anything. And Himanshu, the other part of the question. So when is the podcast coming out? Extremely, extremely soon. I'll announce it. I'll probably do a YouTube live stream. And we're actually like releasing just 3 episodes at first so we can get feedback because we're really nervous, putting out any information. We don't know what we're doing, right? So every time you do something new, it's a little more confusing. And then you're just not sure if it's dumb, right? So if you look back at my early YouTube videos, they're dumb. And I mean, I knew that I was struggling, but like it took a lot of effort to get through that part. So anyway, I'll let you know when it comes out so that we can learn from the feedback and then we'll put out the other episodes. That said, I'm probably going to do, again, spreading myself too thin, I'm probably going to do an affiliate marketing podcast with just me, probably some guests, and it'll allow us to geek out on the topics of affiliate marketing and entrepreneurship in a deeper way than the one with my wife. Okay. Let's see. As we're scrolling down, yeah, okay. Video sucks. It's bad for some people, okay for others. Bud is mentioning a great tip. You can choose a better resolution, but sometimes these things are just kind of screwed up. All right. Thanks everyone for letting me know. And Duke is saying you refreshed it and it cleaned up. And I will keep it brief today. At least for this session. I may hop on later. I mean, we have 31 people and this was just spur of the moment, last minute thing. Okay. Himanshu also asked, how do I manage time when I was in the learning phase doing a degree course at the same time? So I didn't do that. For you, ideal for affiliate sites in my tips or something like that. Not sure if I totally got it. I do really well. Like it takes me like 30 or 40 minutes to like get in the right mindset sometimes. But once I'm in that zone, I can usually work for like a few hours, take a break, maybe get up, but not like get distracted by something else. What does not work for me, which it wasn't around when I was in college and stuff like that, but like any sort of social media or anything like that, Facebook or Instagram or anything, it's the worst thing in the world, right? Even YouTube is quite distracting. So I'd be working against myself if I told you not to watch my YouTube videos. But once you learn like a certain amount, like you should take some action. And then after that, it's like learn as needed. That's how I sort of approach it now. I don't learn things for me to use maybe someday in the future, right? Not useful, right? It just fills your brain with too much stuff. But it's like as needed, you learn stuff then. All right. All right. As far as motivation, the mini course actually will kind of guide you through that. But for me, part of my motivation is just like being able to work for myself. The other way to phrase that is I don't want to work for someone else, but the sort of like the glass half full description is I like to make my own decisions and I really enjoy working for myself versus working for someone else, or at least a big corporation. I think a small company could be interesting to work for if you really had like influence and stuff. Okay. And people are working through YouTube stuff, and it looks like I was set for 140, even though I'm sending out like very high resolution from here. All right. And as we're going down, okay. Atif, what's up? And I'll mention this briefly. It's funny how these live streams work. It's hard to do a quick one. So Atif says, what is going to be in this small course? So it's a 3-parter. The first email helps you understand like why you want to work on niche sites or whatever you want to work on. I'm assuming niche sites because you're watching this and that was in the title and everything, but it takes you through like mindset and why you're working on stuff. Then I help you set like specific goals monetary, right? Because I mean, if you know your why, you do have to come up with some sort of goal. And then in the third email, sort of reinforce everything. And then we look at choosing a niche. All right. So that's the idea. It's a little more complex than that. There's a lot going on in the emails, but like I said, it's free. And if you're on the email list, you should be getting these emails starting next Monday, July 9th. And if you're not on the email list, you can go to nichesiteproject.com. You can join the email list and you will get them starting next week. All right. And I'll just answer a couple questions because, I'm taking a break from doing some writing. Asim says, I started a new site and you'll be posting 15 articles a month. When should you see a peak in traffic and start getting income? So I don't know is the first thing. And I think you may be misusing the word peak. So I'm like, I'm deep in the semantics and words matter. So if you're saying peak, like the apex of the traffic, well, I don't know. I hope you never get to the peak and it only keeps growing for you, buddy. But if you're saying peak, like PEEK, then probably in like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Josh says, my thoughts on getting your own office or co-working space to focus better. Well, that's all up to you. I think sometimes getting out of your normal environment and going somewhere else can be really effective to like go to a coffee shop and just work there. If it doesn't distract you too much, it could be a good way to just like get out of your normal environment where the routine may distract you. Because for me here, a lot of times I'll like walk Georgie, who's sitting next to me now, go walk Georgie, come back in, have some food, get a little distracted, and then next thing I know, I'm like sweeping the floor and cleaning, even though I should be working, right? So to get out of a normal environment can be good. For me, I usually, if I need to, I can just put my head down and like work for a long time. All right. What's up, Patrick? Good to have you on. And it looks like the resolution was messed up when I first started. Okay, and if a couple questions. If you're already on the email list, there's no need to resubscribe. You'll get the emails starting on Monday. All right. Atif says, can I do one more thing? A live session on finding and making quality backlinks. All right. Basically, yeah, I'll do that. I think I have a webinar scheduled. Do I have that? I don't have the window open, but I have a webinar scheduled. I think it's for like 2 weeks. It's like sort of a holiday week here in the US. So in a couple weeks, I'm doing one on SEO. But basically, Atif, if you really want to like get a little more info on that, I have like probably 10 videos on building backlinks. In fact, one came out this week. I think I put a link in the description, and it's like white hat outreach. It's really, a awesome interview with Dave Fox. So yeah, backlinks, couple weeks, keep your eye out for that. Josh says, will the mini course cover anything on guest posts? No, nothing. Asim says, when should I see traffic rise? Unsure. Probably, if you work on it hard, 4 to 6 weeks. If you are busier and you can't dedicate as much time, it could be 4 to 6 months. Really hard to say. All right. And yeah, the mini course it's quite motivating. I've heard this is, probably like the 5th or 6th time that I've released this, and it's very extremely motivating. Like people go through it multiple times. Like it's that sort of mindset. It'll get you pumped and like really excited to like do more stuff. However, there's nothing on, link building or any kind of like, specifically tactical things to like get more traffic. If you do want some of that, like I said, link in the description. You can start, doing the outreach per like Dave's sort of recommendation. So, okay. And then I'm gonna go down through here, answer a couple more questions, and then I got a jet doing an interview with my man Marty, who is a student of Five Figure Niche Site. I think I'm going to put that out in the next couple of weeks, but should be pretty exciting. He's been in the course for, I think, like since last summer, and yeah, he's hit his original goal from when he started, and he's even more motivated than he was before. So that'll be awesome. Be coming out in a couple weeks. Marty, you probably seen him on a bunch of these live streams. Okay, and I'm just going to answer fast here because I want to take care of everybody, but I got to go. Who is Joe says, do I normally do pros and cons on each product? Yes. Do I use a plugin for that? No, I just use bullet points. Duke says the interviews with Dave were great. You're getting hit with some spammy backlinks, and it reminds you to update the disavow. Yes, if you missed that, it's a very dramatic story, and Dave takes us through the emotional roller coaster that he went through. All right, and Sandy is looking forward to the training. Awesome. I'll be happy to have you on. And Patrick says it's a quick turnaround when compared to brick and mortar businesses. Indeed, yeah, for sure. Josh says, are you guys, including Dave, paying for those guest posts? No. If they are free, or are they free? Yeah. So, I mean, some people are paying for guest posts. The supply and demand is dictating that, right? Sometimes they're called like admin fees, but basically people are bombarded with so many requests for guest posts that they know that they could start charging for it, right? So that's just how that's working. But the stuff that Dave is talking about, no payment at all. I mean, these are nonprofits, right? So their books are checks, so they're not going to be doing anything like that. Like they have to keep track of their books very closely with accountants, and they can't do any kind of weird stuff, right? All right, Asim says, should the all-in title be less than 5 to rank immediately? Everything's a little different. So my recommendation is to move forward with the plan that you described. You said you're going to publish a decent amount. So do that. Once you see how your niche reacts, you'll be able to have a better understanding specifically. Everything's different. So all-in title less than 5, maybe you don't rank at all. But maybe there's an all-in title where, there's 40 of them and you rank right away. All right. Oh, and there's Marty on here. We'll be talking to you soon. And Wesley, what's up? Cool. Oh, Joe says, I'm a legend. Thanks. It doesn't really feel like it, but thanks for saying that. Asim says, how does domain authority affect the rankings? So, Asim, you have a lot of interesting questions today. The answer to most of the questions is I don't know, or it depends. So, does the domain authority directly impact rankings? It does not. Domain authority is just a metric from some company named Moz, and you can like manipulate it like crazy, right? I mean, I wouldn't base a lot on the domain authority. It can be useful in certain situations, but if you're just looking at how domain authority affects the rankings, it is indirect. It's like 4 steps removed at least. Josh says, what about guest posts for Amazon sites? Are you paying for them? Blah, blah, blah. My answer remains the same. Generally, no. I have tested it, right? I recommend you test everything, but in general, no. I have heard of some people like only paying for links and just going that route, and it seems to work fine. And then I've talked to other people doing the same thing, and they spent, $4,000 on links, and it didn't seem to help. So there's some other factors in play. So I've tested a few guest posts where they were like, "Hey, it's 25 bucks or $40," and I didn't notice anything like a huge jump in rankings or anything like that. But I recommend you experiment. All right, and the last couple here. Atif says, when can I do a live session on quality backlinks? So let me look at my schedule real quick. It's already scheduled, but again, if you just go to the YouTube channel and search for it, you'll find like 10 videos that I've done already. So I recommend you check those out if you're in a hurry. All right. I'm not 1 second. I'll find out when I got this. I have this scheduled for you. It is July 12th. All right. You can sign up there. Actually, everyone can sign up there if you want. So, Latif, you seem very excited and eager. So just go look up other videos. James, what's up? Good to see you on. And all right, last couple ones here. Okay, Josh, you say you've been paying thousands for links. So Josh, tell me this. If you're spending that much, you must have even more data than I do. So is it providing an ROI for you? And if not, then you definitely need to adjust. So like I said, I know someone who did pay multiple thousands of dollars for lots of links, right? He got a lot of links, but it didn't pay off. So again, there's some other factor in play, right? There's a lot of stuff that could happen. So yeah, I mean, if you're paying thousands, you have a lot of data and information to allow you to adjust your plan. So whatever your plan has been, I mean, if you're asking these questions, it sounds like it's not working. Let us know. I'm curious. Who is Joe says, do I ever check sites for people to see if they're on the right track? Yes, I do. Quite often, actually. You do have to hire me. I don't do it for free. There's too many people. Unfortunately, there's just way too many people. And if I do like a general, like, hey, are you on the right track? I can't share the information with, like, the idea is I want to do something and then benefit a lot of people, like these sessions, right? It seems to be sort of beneficial, right? However, to really give you help, I have to spend some time doing the audit and then spend some time doing the audit, and then I can give you like a set of action items. And if you're interested, it is super helpful. I charge about 250 bucks for an hour like audit and session, and then we go through and you get a set of action items and an action plan to execute. Usually 1 or 2 sessions is all you need, and that's like a year's worth of work. But who is Joe? If you are interested, you can go to nichesiteproject.com, hire-me, and then find more information there. Mustafa says, we need some SEO techniques for a new blog. I recommend you check out the link in the description. There's a link for I think it's like the outreach video that I did with Dave. So check that out. Or you could just Google it, man. There's a lot out there already. All right. Arthur says, you've been trying to find buyers' keywords using different commercial keywords, but it's almost impossible. Do I have any helpful ideas that you could apply to be more successful? So I recommend you there's a go to my channel. There's a playlist on the keyword golden ratio, and I go through a lot of like over the shoulder demos. So if you watch that, I think you'll get a pretty good idea. I also have a few live training workshops that I've done. They're pre-recorded. You can find them on the YouTube channel and you can see like how I approach keyword research. Again, there's demos, so pretty straightforward. All right, as I'm reading through, thanks for all the compliments, everyone. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And Atif says you're very, and a lot of it's extremely good, right? I mean, it's pretty good. However, I will tell you, like in the five figure niche site course, like that is like the distilled best information. So, I mean, yeah. Okay. Asim says, when is the negative SEO video coming? Cool thing, it's already out. So I released like 3 videos yesterday, all with Dave Fox. There's a playlist, link in the description. Do check it out. It's really insightful. A lot of people got good information out of it. Josh says, it's very difficult for you to start new sites if you don't have a budget to do so. It sucks. You had a hard time believing you Amazon guys were able to get links without paying for them. Okay, and then you say you believe me now. Yeah, basically, um, the more time you spend networking, like you'll be able to get links. Like Duke said, you were able to get a DA94 website to link to a review without asking and have. I mean, like it happens. Yeah. So I don't know what to tell you, but otherwise, like I mean, if you're in a hurry, like if you're in a hurry and you're aggressive and you're sending out all these emails, then yes, people are going to ask you to pay, and it'll probably be expensive. But if you're like networking with people, it's pretty straightforward. All right, yeah, thanks everyone for not everyone, just the moderators, but also thanks everyone for hopping on. It's crazy. We have 46 people. And again, this was just a random quick one. Hey, all right. I got a jet here because I got to talk to Marty. But let me know in the chat. Do you want me to come on a little bit later this afternoon? I have some time sort of in the afternoon. I know there's going to be time zones and all this stuff going on, but you come on a little bit later because I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow since it's a holiday here in the US. Okay. Josh says, is there a comprehensive guest posting course? I don't know. Don't know. I have thought potentially about like doing segments where it's like advanced keyword research, advanced content for niche sites, and like advanced outreach and link building. But I haven't moved forward. Okay. Arthur says, you did watch the KGR masterclass and you still don't have success. Just keep at it. All right. Just you will work through it. And once you get the skill down, then you should be fine. Hi says, any search console tutorials? Not off the top of my head, but um, honestly, the information on like Google is pretty good to like walk you through what's out there. And I recommend, I imagine if you go to the Ahrefs blog, you could probably find some good content out there. All right, D card, what's up? Who is Joe? Is 1,200 words good? 1,200 words is a start. All right, people are heading out. JS, see you later. Yeah. And Marty says, just in general, the biggest thing you can do is just getting started and like really trying applying what I'm teaching or whoever, right? Follow somebody and just like follow through. I think a lot of times we think we just need to like learn more and like get more information, but like a lot of times we already have enough information. You just have to do something and then you can sort of adjust from there, right? Once you get started, you can adjust. But if you don't get started and you're like, I don't have enough money, I don't write well, I I mean, there's a million excuses you could come up with along the way. And everything's just holding you back. So once you get started and start moving forward, you could adjust once you get started. All right, cool. I'm out of here. We'll talk to you in a few. Marty, thanks, Duke, for the moderation. And yeah, I may hop on a little bit later this afternoon when I get back from the gym and stuff to talk about other stuff. All right. So thanks everyone, and we'll catch you later.